Hey everybody, I'm pretty excited that it's winter time now, so we are going to be drawing a snowman. Mostly, you're just going to use a black and a blue, but I got a little tiny bit of orange in there for a carrot and a couple bits of brown. So, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to kind of make a circle for the body, but I'm just not going to connect it all right away. I'm going to kind of just do some like little dots and stuff. It should make sense in a minute. So I've got one circle, and I'm not going to go all the way down to the bottom either, because this part is going to have snow, right? So I don't really want to see the bottom of my snowman. So what I'm going to do for the second circle, I'm going to come back, and it's going to be half the size, you think? Okay, and see how it's kind of intersecting my other one, right? It's not a full circle. Now my last one, I want to make that one pretty small. I think that's pretty good. So the reason I did this is because I'm thinking in my head that maybe there's light in this world coming from this direction, right? So I don't want a big fat solid line here. I want to do a thick line on this side and like a really thin, maybe not even a full line on this side. So that's my thinking here. And what I'm going to do is add in that snow, right? So I don't want the bottom of that circle. Okay. So I've got my dots. And now I'm going to come in here and add in just kind of a little bit of snow. And you see, if I just leave spots, then it all just looks like, you know, white snow. So it works out. Now I want my snowman to be kind of lumpy. I don't want him to be a nice circle. He's starting to melt a little, you know. So I'm kind of just going through and doing like a little bit of connect the dots. Of course you don't have to do it this way. If you just like to draw some circles, then you can do it that way too. I just thought this is kind of a fun way to do it. Helps my brain sort of think through some of this stuff. Kind of at the edges, I'm just gonna make it a little thicker because it might be a little darker right there. Okay. I'm gonna go up to this edge, do the same sort of thing. Our snowman is going to have a hat, so maybe we'll just leave the top of that for a minute as well. Okay, coming down here, and I'm going to also kind of make some little dots, dashes, and curved shapes down at the bottom. Now I'm making them all curved so that it continues to make our little snowman feel round. Okay, think of like it's a big ball, and you're just kind of putting in some little, they would be little shadow areas, right? Is the idea. It's tricky not to get too carried away some of this stuff because you just want to keep going. But it's good to know when to stop. Alright, so I think this looks like 3 big lumps of snow, right? So I think our next thing here is let's put in a big nose. Now, I'm gonna just kind of extend mine out like that, past the snowman part. It's just gonna be a big old carrot. Kind of put a couple little lines and things right there. And carrots can have some lines, or like that, right? And you can kind of hide then the line where it cuts through the snowman. You don't even see it. Okay. Let's do a hat next. I'm thinking I'm gonna kind of just go here. Again, I'm doing kind of a round line, right? Because our snowman's round. And I'm gonna go here and just squiggle it. You know, it's not perfect for sure. It's a top hat though. So I'm gonna come here, put in a couple little lines. I'm just making like a box at the top, sort of. And I think usually top hats are mostly black. So a trick to make this look black but still shiny is to put a little squiggle like that and leave this section. Don't fill it in. And then fill in the rest. And if we want to make wrinkles and stuff, we can sort of leave a couple of those white too, if we wanted, like that. But whatever works. This can kind of look like a mangy sort of hat that's been left out in the snow for a while. It's kind of my thought here. All right. Next step. Well, let's do some eyes. The cool thing about snowman eyes is since they're usually like rocks, you don't have to worry about drawing circles. I am going to just leave a little highlight though, okay? So I'm drawing a rock shape like a square or like a circle. It can be kind of whatever. But in the corner, just like that, I'm going to leave a chunk that's white. I like eyebrows, so my snowman gets an eyebrow. And I think instead, I don't really have the room to do like little rocks for his mouth, so I'm just gonna do a regular mouth. Alright. Also need some buttons, and those are gonna be rocks as well, so they're kind of just weirdly shaped. Make little squares, make little some type of polygon, right? Do a couple more on the big snow part. What do you call that part? I don't know. That's good. All right. Last thing I think I'm adding here is arms. Now my arms are just going to be sticks. So I'm going to draw a thin sort of line with a couple little wisps at the end for his hands. And these can also be crooked and gnarly looking, right? I think that's it for the black. Okay, so with my blue color, all I'm gonna do is sort of emphasize these shadow areas. So I'm gonna come through here, like there's a shadow underneath the hat. And then just around this side only, really. And I'm going to make sort of the lines and the dots and stuff that I made with the black marker similarly. A little bit under there. And kind of do it just a little bit there. And just a little here. little bit everywhere. And there's nothing really fancy about it, you know, I'm just kind of scribbling, putting some dots and stuff, and as I get closer towards the middle, I make sure that everything gets lighter. And I'm just thinking about making things round. Okay, that's it. Just think about, in your head, just think of like a round shape and try to follow it. Because drawing, sometimes it's just a trick, right? We're not really, obviously it's not round, it's just flat, but our goal right now is to make it feel to your brain like it's round. So we have to sort of play some tricks here. And this is a really good way to do it. Just gonna keep going. Almost done with this. You can leave spaces. It's not like you have to fill in the whole thing. You can leave gaps where there's white, and it's one of my favorite things to do because I like to be, you know, a little looser. Sometimes it's nice to just relax when you're drawing and you don't have to feel like everything's perfect. Because I've tried that before, and generally I don't make things that look perfect, so I feel it's nice to just relax and have fun. I don't know, in case you guys hear something, my dog is going completely bonkers upstairs right now, running around. So if you hear some sounds in the background, it's probably him. But you know what, I'm gonna go underneath these buttons too. Just a little shadow. So the cool thing here is, you know, we didn't fill in these completely. They're still dashed lines, and the neat thing about your brain is it just fills it all in. It fills in all those gaps. So you could leave this whole thing, you could leave this whole side completely blank, and your brain would know that it's a circle. It might be something fun to try. Alright, that's our blue. I think for a carrot, that's the only orange here, right? A little bit of orange on the carrot. And then, you know, I could have done his arms in this color, I guess. But I was thinking maybe there's just a little, you know, a few little twigs. This is an old tired grass, maybe a leaf or two here. You know, just kind of sticking up where the snow isn't as deep. Kind of like that. Hey, you know, we could put in a couple little bits of falling snow too. We go back to our blue. Just go in and just dots. Just put in a few dots here and there. Just try to randomly put them down. No pattern or sense or order. I like to make sure I'm going kind of slow though, because I don't want to accidentally make a big streak. I just want them to be gentle little snowflakes. Right. That is how you draw a snowman. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, all that stuff. I'm almost to 300 subscribers, so I mean, you guys are great. And I will, I'll see you next time. Later.